Sally Struthers, born July 28, 1947, has a rich history as an actress and activist, with a series of standout roles in her impressive repertoire. She initially drew widespread attention as Gloria on the 70s sitcom All in the Family. Beyond that, she also graced the small screen in the popular show Gilmore Girls. Outside of her life, she's been heavily committed to activism. Facts First presents Sally Struthers confirms her sad truth of All in the Family. Typecasting. Before landing her game-changing role in All in the Family, Sally Struthers had already had a considerable amount of work under her belt in Hollywood, but her roles in shows like the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour and the Tim Conway Comedy Hour, as well as in movies like The Finks and 5 Easy Pieces, hadn't yet solidified her name in the public consciousness. That narrative shifted dramatically when All in the Family went into reruns after its first season. With this, Struthers was suddenly recognized by millions of viewers, but primarily as her character Gloria. This identification was a double-edged sword. While it established her visibility, it also boxed her into a specific persona that was challenging to break out from. Seeking to distinguish herself from her character, she seized the chance to star in the 1972 film The Getaway, a heist thriller that presented her in a new light. This film provided her a stage to explore roles different from her television image, ranging from an American apple pie little girl to a loose woman or trampy lady, as she once put it. But there was a disconnect between her evolving film persona and the public's perception. Her character Gloria was so strongly linked to her, people would even approach her using the character's name. Despite enjoying her work on films and hoping it would set her apart from her television persona, the infrequency of her movie roles made it difficult for audiences to separate the two. Being in the limelight wasn't without downsides. The constant travel and transient nature of film work led to bouts of loneliness. Fortunately for her mental health, however, the consistency and regularity that All in the Family provided were comforting aspects for Struthers. She ultimately played Gloria in numerous episodes across multiple shows, including her own spin-off, Gloria. Navigating Hollywood's demanding environment, Struthers grappled with the burden of typecasting and the struggle to prove her worth beyond her most famous role. And despite these hurdles, she's managed to forge an impactful and enduring career. Personal growth. During its 9-season run, All in the Family enjoyed remarkable success, topping the Nielsen ratings for 5 consecutive seasons and remaining in the top 10 for 7. As a key member of the cast, Sally Struthers was under the watchful eyes of a large audience, providing her with visibility and recognition that would profoundly shape her career trajectory. In 1973, in an interview, she expressed a desire to explore diverse roles that went beyond her character on the show. She envisioned playing a broad range of characters, from a murderess and an unwed mother to a nun and an old Jewish mother. Her ambition and comedic chops have often drawn strong comparisons to legends like Judy Holliday and Ruth Gordon. But as it turns out, she initially had very different goals that would likely have taken her in a vastly different direction had she pursued them. Out of high school, she had first considered careers in medicine and painting before deciding on acting. The impact of Norman Lear, the creator of All in the Family, on Struthers' development was profound. She once referred to him as the father of us all, highlighting his commitment to character development and realism in the series, something not common in TV shows of the time. His influence prompted Struthers to evolve during the course of the series, helping her understand the importance of authenticity both on and off the set. With Lear's help, she learned to be herself while earning the respect of her peers in the process. In one illuminating interview, Struthers recalled how waiting for the ratings of the pilot episode was a nerve-wracking experience, but once they received a positive response, it turned into a jubilant celebration. The success of the show, despite its frankness being a departure from typical TV offerings at the time, proved audiences were craving something different, something that resonated with and reflected their own complicated and far from squeaky clean lives. For Struthers, interacting with fans, particularly teens, was a source of immense satisfaction. She appreciated how All in the Family bridged generational gaps, fostering conversations on relevant societal topics. Despite initial concerns about how her conservative middle-class family would react to the show, Struthers was relieved to find their sense of humor prevailing. Her time on the show was a journey of personal growth and professional expansion. Cast relations. Sally's time on All in the Family was marked by camaraderie and professional admiration among the cast. Even after 50 years since the show's debut, Struthers still recalls her days on the set with a blend of nostalgia and pride. Speaking with Closer in 2021, she described her experience as both feeling like 15 years ago and 100 years ago, highlighting the timelessness of the memories she created on the show. Despite a handful of personal differences with co-stars and the characters they portrayed, Struthers was able to navigate the dynamics on set with grace and adaptability. She acknowledged that her background was starkly different from that of her character Gloria. As a girl raised in the Pacific Northwest, devoutly Lutheran, and from a medical family background, she had little in common with Gloria, an Astoria, New York native who married young, had no religion, and was from a lower middle-class blue-collar family. But these contrasts didn't impede Struthers' ability to connect with fellow cast members or her character. She learned to step outside her worldview and relate to others from different backgrounds. The synergy among the cast was electric. There was no competition among them. Instead, there was an atmosphere of mutual reverence. She described their interactions as, quote, beautiful as anyone could have ever hoped. The statement resonates with her view of the show's casting as perfect. She particularly admired Jean Stapleton, who played her mother on the show, citing her as an example of subtlety and positivity. Carol O'Connor, who played her father, became a paternal figure for her in real life as well, offering advice and support. Sally Struthers today. Today, Sally Struthers maintains a vibrant presence in the world of entertainment. Her successful tenure on All in the Family and its spin-offs paved the way for an expansive and diverse career in television and film. She went on to appear in roles in various TV shows and movies, such as 9 to 5, General Hospital, Still Standing, and the much-loved Gilmore Girls. Apart from her on-screen work, as we mentioned, she's made a significant impact as a humanitarian. She's been a dedicated spokesperson for the Christian Children's Fund and other charitable organizations, tirelessly advocating for children in need around the world. Struthers' talents also extend to the stage. She starred in various musicals and plays across the country, including productions like Always Patsy Cline, Annie, Hello Dolly, and Mame. Her stage work has earned her critical acclaim with 2 Ovation Awards among her many accolades. Despite her vast achievements, Struthers shows no signs of slowing down. She's currently working on 2 TV series, Very Frightening Tales and Insecurity, signaling her continued relevance in the entertainment industry. She also recently made an appearance in an episode of the popular podcast Around the Sun. Beyond her professional pursuits, Struthers cherishes her personal life. She's the proud mother of Samantha Rader, a clinical psychologist and founder of Source Code, a practice designed to help individuals connect with their authentic selves. Now it's time to hear from you. Are you a fan of Struthers' character Gloria in All in the Family? And did you know she's still acting today? Let us know in the comments section below.